As you heard from Chair Martin, we've been planting trees on Arbor Day in Calgary since 1905. That's even older than Alderman Lowe. And back in those days, the banks would close, the newspaper wouldn't publish its daily edition, and everyone would take the day off so that they could plant trees on Arbor Day. The kids back then used to plant trees from seeds, not from seedlings. They plant the seeds in their window boxes. And when the seedlings grew, they would then plant them in the ground. It's very exciting. And in 1958, I think, let me check my notes. I have notes so that I don't get the names wrong and the numbers wrong. I wouldn't want to mess that up. Yes, 1958, we started the tradition of handing out seedlings to grade 1 students. And that tradition was started by one of my great heroes, the alderman who was then called he was then an alderman called Grant McEwen. He later became the mayor of Calgary. I was the lieutenant governor of Alberta, and in my office, I have a big painting and a big statue of Grant McEwen. So Grant McEwen was the one who started this great tradition, and since then, I have to check my numbers again. We heard it from Chair Martin, but I want to make sure it's right because it's such a big number. 400,000 seedlings have been handed out to students, and those trees have been planted. And if you think about it, here in Calgary, we're in the middle of the Great Canadian Prairie. So if we hadn't planted those trees, and a lot of those trees that they planted 100 years ago are still standing, then in Calgary we have mostly just grass. We have very, very few trees. And the fact that kids for 100 years and more, and especially since 1958 have been doing all of this, makes a big difference to the city that we live in. So you guys have the chance to make a really, really big difference. I hope you'll plant your seedlings, I hope you'll take care of them, and I hope you'll help them grow so that future kids will be able to have the benefit of having those great trees. You know, last thing I want to say to you is I always wear this big number 3. Do you see the number 3? Yeah. And it's green too, which is good for Arbor Day. The number 3 stands for the fact that every single one of us, every single year, can do 3 things to make our community better. To make our school better, or our neighborhood better, or our city better. And I hope that all of you, kids and parents, and teachers and volunteers, and everyone else in the room, think of planting a tree as one of your 3 things this year. And think about other ways that you can make the city even better. But mostly, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me today. It's such a pleasure for Alderman McLeod and I to spend a little bit of time with you. And you just absolutely honor us with all that you do, and I'm really looking forward to planting a tree with you today. Thank you.